Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we're going to get our blood pumping, we're going to get our bodies moving, we're going to set our gratitude and our goals throughout the day to keep climbing higher. I'm super pumped and excited you are here with me today. And if this is your first time here, I want you to go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And let me know you're tuning in, okay? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Rep your city, rep your hood. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. And if you've been here before, you already know what time it is. Hit that like button. And if you feel so led, just go ahead and hit that share button. Let's see if we can get more people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock, let's roll, and let's go. All right, so today I wanted to let you know I'm super pumped and excited and grateful for, number one, this beautiful day, okay? I got to wake up, and that's always a blessing, okay? Number two, I have peace in my heart right now. I feel at peace, which is amazing, even though I've got a lot of things going on behind the scenes in my life, a lot of moving parts and pieces and different things in my business and relationships and lots of stuff going on. I feel at peace. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the growth that's happening in my life right now, inside and out. Okay, I've got growth happening personally inside. I'm growing, and I've got growth happening outside in my businesses, in my relationships. Got a lot of things going, and it's just amazing. So a lot of growth happening, and I'm grateful for that. I feel God is working on me, which is amazing. It's amazing what happens when you put in the work. You know, every single day I'm doing my, I'm reading my Bible and writing in my prayer journal, and I've got my daily devotional that I go through every day. And it's just like working out, every day you get a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, until over time you look at yourself and you go, wow, I'm like a different person, right? There's a transformation that happens. So I love that. And it's like little small increments over time. We're going to talk about that today. But I feel it, and it's amazing. God's working on me. He's shaping me, and he's strengthening me, okay? So I absolutely love that. And I'm grateful for the journey that I've been on with my own health, which we're going to talk a lot about today. It is Health Week. On this show, we go over wealth, health, business, career, relationships, and life. And so we're in Health Week this week. And I'm going to talk about that, some different things that you can do to improve your physical health. But it wasn't overnight, okay? I didn't transform my body overnight. It wasn't easy, but man, I got to tell you, it was definitely worth it. All right, it was definitely worth it. Let me give a quick shout out here. We got Bailey Smith 859. Good morning, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, who else we got here? He says, are you wearing a life vest? Weighted vest, not a life vest, but good catch. All right. And guys, if this is your first time here, Bailey Smith, I'd love to hear from you. If this is your first time, just put a 1 in the chat. And if you guys have been here before, check in with me. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. And I've got a new channel I connected today. Curious to see if it's even going live right now. It's kind of hard for me to even see that, but anyway, I'll check it out later. For now, we got Tom Lyman is in the house. Good morning. Great healthy morning, bro. Absolutely. I bet you're probably working out too. Y'all need to check out Tom Lyman. He does a morning show as well at the gym. I don't know, we're just creating monsters. We're just duplicating. We're multiplying, Tom. Let's see how many more people we can get to do a morning show while they're working out. How about that? That would be pretty cool. But today I want to talk to you guys again a little bit about my journey, things that I've been going through, and some of the benefits, right? I don't want to just talk about my life. I want to tell you some of the benefits. But first, let's get into the message of the day. Message of the day, I was reading 1 Corinthians 12 and 13. And the part that really stood out to me was that health goes beyond the physical, okay? A strong body without love, gratitude, and peace is still weak, okay? It talked a lot about the body of Christ, right? And it was so interesting to read that. Health goes so much beyond just the physical. A strong body, right, with love, gratitude, and peace, okay, without love, gratitude, and peace is still weak, okay? And just like faith, physical strength doesn't come fully built, okay? What do I mean like that? What do I mean about that? So your physical, you've got to grow it rep by rep, day by day, step by step, okay? And that's what I was talking about earlier, where my faith is being strengthened and growing, and every single day I'm getting stronger and stronger because I'm putting in the reps, y'all. Putting in the reps. Of course, for those of you that feel like maybe you're not that strong in your faith and you're like, I don't know if I believe, or I don't know if this is like for me, or I don't know if I really think that happened or whatever. Like if that's you, if you're having doubts, it's probably because you're not really even putting in the work. I'm just going to say it to you like that. You're probably not even opening the book up and reading and discovering for yourself, right? There's something interesting that happens when you just kind of like open it up, okay? Now, this message isn't for those people that have done the work and still don't believe. You know, hey, we can have a different conversation. But for those of you that feel like your faith is like weak, it's because you got to put in some work. You got to do some daily reps. You got to get in there and open that book up and read a little bit and pray a little bit and strengthen your faith day by day by day. It's interesting what happens when you do that. Like in my prayer journal, I write down my prayers, okay? So I write them down every day. And what's interesting is over time, you start to see them come true. You go, oh my gosh, wow, look, God answered that prayer and this prayer and that prayer and this prayer. And that strengthens your faith. All of a sudden, you're getting stronger. You're like, wow, like you start to truly believe, you know what I mean? Your belief system starts to be strengthened because you are seeing miracles happen. You're seeing prayers being answered. But it's little daily steps. It's just like working out. It's just like your physical, okay? You're not going to get strong overnight, you know? So anyway, and also I was reading a devotional this morning, and it reminded me to stay thankful continuously, all the time, staying thankful. I think gratitude is just absolutely armor. It's armor. If life is throwing stuff at you, if you're, not in a place where you want to be, I'm telling you, gratitude and thankfulness is like armor. It can turn it all around because thankfulness creates space. It creates peace. And peace is where real change begins. All right? Gratitude is the antidote for all of your life's problems. I'm trying to tell you. Be grateful for where you are, for what you have, and just watch what happens. I'm trying to tell you, because you can't be positive and negative at the same time. They don't coexist. They cannot happen. And so anytime something negative in your life is happening to you, take time to really focus on the positive. There is something positive in it. If you look for it, I promise you, it may be hard to see, but if you really, really, really focus and you look for it, You can find it, okay? And just focus on that and be grateful for it. There's strength. You're being strengthened. It's just like a muscle. A muscle has to be torn before it can be strengthened, okay? So be grateful for that strengthening, okay? All right. So let's see. We've got Beast is in the house. Beast, are you a fitness coach? Are you a fitness coach? No, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm just doing my daily life with you guys, you know? I started this show as a way to hold myself accountable, to get up here and do this every day, to get up here and to work out, to do my prayer journal, my gratitude, my goals, all of that. So, no, this is just part of it. When I come up here and I have to share every single day, that holds me accountable. I got to do it. Okay. So, no, I'm not a fitness coach, but I am going to talk about health today. We're going to get into it. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've done to transform my life and my body. Just a couple years ago, I was over 40 pounds heavier, definitely out of shape. And I've done a lot of things over time that have transformed my body and gotten me in shape. So I appreciate that. But no, I'm not a fitness coach. You said, is this live or someone playing his video? No, this is live. I'm here with you, man. Can't you tell? I'm here. Chat, tell me. No, I'm here. I'm here with you. We got Usman from LinkedIn. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back and being here with me. I know that I love my repeats, the people that come back, people like Tom Lyman and Ausman. Appreciate you for coming back. For my first timers, if this is your first time here, okay, like Beast, this is your first time here, I'm pretty sure. Just put a 1 in the chat, okay? Put a 1 in the chat. And we got Finn3363. It's possibly on another platform. No, I'm here with you guys. What happens is you may think I'm ignoring you or not seeing your comments sometimes because I'm going back and forth to my notes. I have notes, okay? I got to have some kind of structure when I'm talking to you guys. And my notes are really just thoughts that I have created from my prayer journal and my devotional and my readings from the Word and things that I'm grateful for. I write down my gratitude and my goals. And that's what I do every morning before I get on this show. So I've already prepared before I got here. And so you may see me go back and forth. Sometimes I see the chat. Maybe I need to get another screen over here so I can consistently see the chat when I switch screens. Maybe I'll do that eventually. But for right now, I just switched tabs. All right, I just switched tabs. So appreciate y'all pointing that out. You're like, don't ignore me. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. But let's go ahead and get into the message, okay? I want to talk about health. This is Health Week. This week, we're going to talk about some things that I've done over my life to transform my health. The physical side of my journey. Okay, a couple years ago, I was 40 pounds overweight. It looked a lot different, okay? 40 pounds overweight. I felt sluggish, felt unfocused, okay? Definitely not myself. Definitely not myself. And I was in a season of life where things were changing. I was newly single, and I went to a conference. It was 10X Growth Conference in Vegas. And it was like a business conference, but they had a guy there named Gary Brecka. And if you don't know Gary Brecka, go look him up. I think he's got this show called The Ultimate Human. And anyway, he was there, and he gave a talk on the stage about this company called 10X Health Systems. And they do this genetics test where they swab you and check your genetic code for like breakdowns and deficiencies and things like that. Because I guess we have like we have breakdowns that are passed down from, I guess, our family or whatever. There's a breakdown in your genetic code. Look, I don't know the science into it, but I just know, what he was talking about. And basically, there's a way to supplement for that. Like, there's a way to supplement for your deficiencies. Like, what are the things that you're missing in your body that you need? And this test will show you exactly that, and you can supplement for exactly what you need, not guesswork. Like, a lot of times we're taking all these health supplements and all this kind of stuff. This is more science-based, right? You know exactly what your deficiencies are instead of just guessing like, oh, I need, omega-3s, or I need this, or I need that. Also, what things are good for your body, like to eat food-wise and all of that. Like, is coffee okay or not okay? Like, different things like that. So anyways, I went to this conference and I heard him speak and talking about health. And he was really the first time that I ever really thought about my health seriously. Okay, I never really thought about it seriously, but his talk made me evaluate myself. I think something in there, he was like, rate your health. If you were to rate your physical health, scale of 1 to 10, 10 is like you're the absolute, beast athlete, super healthy. And then 1 is like you are on your way out. Where would you rank yourself in your health? Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys the same question. As far as your physical health goes, your physical health, how would you rate yourself? Okay, would you rate yourself a 10? Like you're just absolutely crushing it? Or would you rate yourself a 1? Like, where would you rank yourself? And I think when I took that assessment, I ranked myself and I was like, I don't know, I think I gave myself like a 5. I just wasn't happy with where I was. So I decided to make a change. I made a decision right then and there. It was one small step, okay? One small step at a time. I changed everything. So I'm going to go through just a few of the things that I've done. The first thing was I started with food. I knew that I tell you what, I can eat. I love food. I'm a foodie, okay? I can eat like crazy. I will eat just about anything. I'm not picky at all. I love food. I'm a foodie at heart, and I can throw down, y'all. I can eat a lot of food. So let me ask you a question. Any foodies in the chat with me? How many of you are foodies? Okay, like me. And I see some comments coming in. Okay, Maine is in the house. Good morning. Okay, Maine. We got Follow the Town Rules is in the house. Good morning. We got Jen is in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. Finn3363. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Okay. All right. All right. But to be honest, my wealth isn't good. I lost 3 Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I see your comment there. Okay. So I started my journey with food. That's where I started. I actually did this thing called factor meals. I don't know if you've ever heard of those, but they are freshly made meals. They have chefs that make these. They actually taste amazing. They're fresh. They're portioned. They're healthy. They get delivered to your house, and every week I get these fresh meals, and you have about a week to eat them. Right? Because they're not frozen. There's no preservatives, nothing like that. This is just fresh food delivered to your house, and not anything you had to cook, because I know if I had to cook it, if I had to meal prep it, if I had to do all that stuff, some people, do their own meal prep and all of that. I couldn't. I'm just like, I need the least friction for me. So that was one thing I did as I made that decision, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead. We're going to do factor meals. And that helped a lot. I'm going to tell you, just like eating the right things, eating healthy. Now I crave healthy food. Oh my gosh. Like I crave, good, solid whole foods. And And so that's where I started, was with Factor meals, to kind of keep my nutrition simple and consistent. Consistency is the key here, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. Consistency is definitely the key. If you want to transform your life, your body, anything like that, if you want to transform, consistency is the key word. Right? And then what else did I do? Well, I committed to working out in the morning. I knew if I waited until later, like after work, it wasn't going to happen. Like after work, I'm pretty much zapped of all my energy. And I just was like, I knew that if I waited, that it wasn't going to happen. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to make a commitment. I'm actually going to get up earlier. So I started waking up earlier to give myself a little bit of time so that I wouldn't be so pressed for time. I gave myself extra time to work out, and I made mornings a non-negotiable. It is absolutely a non-negotiable for me, okay? And at first, I just ran. Like, people are like, hey, what's your workout routine look like? Well, now my workout routine is like a lot different. I've got like, I'll work out every 2 hours every day, okay? But back then, at first, I just ran, okay? And I did it outside. I ran outside. I have a park near me, and I would go for a run, and I'd set a marker for how long I would run before I stopped. Like, I made it to this tree, okay? And then the next day, I would go a little further. And then the next day, I would go a little further, right? It was simple, right? Nothing crazy about that. It's just literally going for a jog outside. And back then, I was still smoking, and so it was hard, y'all. It was hard. But I would just go a little bit further, a little bit further. It was simple. It was progressive. It was attainable, okay? Something any of you can do. So I'd like you guys to think about that. Where can you start today that you could actually, you know, make a difference in your physical health, right? Where could you start today? I did the Factor meals. That was a starting point for me. The running was a starting point for me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Maine says, yeah, Factor meals. It looks like you started that. Let's see. We got Toddy Walter. I'm from Texas. Okay. Where are you from? Guys, rep your city, rep your hood. Where are you from? Tell me in the chat. We got Mohammed from LinkedIn. Good morning. Good to see you. We got K Vlad. Good morning. Good to see you. How are you? Okay. All right. So back to what I was saying. I first started with the meals, eating right, and then going daily in the morning to start running. Okay. That was step one. Then I picked up some dumbbells. All right. You don't need, guys, I want to tell you this right now. We always think we need this, like we need a full gym. We need a gym membership. No, you don't. You don't need all of that. I didn't do it. That's not where I started. I have a gym membership now, and I built a home gym at my house, but I didn't need all of that. You know what I did? I started with a small set of dumbbells, 35 pounds, up to 35 pounds, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right, up to 35 pounds. It was like a small set. I think it cost me, I don't know, $200. Okay, that was like my moment to invest in myself. The first like investment in myself there was like, I'm gonna spend a couple $100 on a set of dumbbells. And do you know how many different workouts you can do with some dumbbells? I actually bought this little poster. I think you might be able to see it right there, right next to my monster gym. Let me see if I can kind of move over here. Okay, that little poster right there has like 50 different workouts that you can do with dumbbells. Okay, there's so many things you can do with a set of dumbbells. Okay, so that was the next thing I did. Like, again, you don't have to start with everything, just one little thing at a time. And then it was push-ups. Then pull-ups. I have a pull-up bar, right? And then it was pull-ups. Then the ab roller, okay? Then the Spedience Monster Gym, which you see right behind me. I don't know if I can get a good view here while I'm running on this treadmill. But there's the Spedience Monster Gym, which I freaking love that thing. That thing has all the programs. I mean, I'm doing workouts on there I didn't even know about, okay? Somebody asked earlier if I was a fitness coach. No, I'm not, but I got one. Literally, that thing is a fitness coach. It has all these programs and people that show you how to do all these different things. And I'm doing workouts I didn't even know existed. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I love that machine. And they're not expensive either. Like I got it used on Facebook for Facebook Marketplace for $1,200. Okay. So again, another investment in myself, right? $1,200, not crazy. When you think about investing in your health, guys, you're actually going to save money in the long run. Let me tell you why. Because you're probably going to make more money. You're going to live longer. You'll make more money. Number two, you will also help prevent future health costs. You're going to keep yourself out of the doctor's office. How about that? Keep yourself from having all those medical bills later on in life. Okay? So I'm going to tell you, it's an investment in yourself, literally. Invest in your health, guys. Seriously, invest in your health. All right, so I got the Spedience Monster Gym. And I built a home gym here, which I wish you could kind of see more of this, but it's pretty awesome. I built an ice bath. Okay, I went and did a DIY ice bath. It is one of those big chest freezers, giant chest freezer that I converted into an ice bath. Again, clean eating, no alcohol. I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. Guys, that was huge, right? All of these things kind of happened over time. I started doing the 10X genetics test with the precision supplements. So I started doing their precision supplements, which gives me exactly what I need in my body every single day. And then I started the hydrogen water bottle. If you guys haven't seen these are really cool. The hydrogen water bottle. Let's see if I can get this thing going here. It actually will create, you'll probably see it here in a second. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if you guys can see that. It is creating hydrogen water for me. And just look up the benefits. I don't need to rattle off all the benefits of hydrogen water, but it puts the hydrogen at a molecular level. And I think this is like 10 times more hydrogen than just a single bottle of water. Okay, so anyway, I got this thing. Like over time, guys, you can see that like it builds momentum, okay? But it didn't start that way. It started with a decision, number one, that I needed to get this right. Okay, it was a decision. All of those things, every single improvement was just momentum compounding on top of itself. One thing after another, after another, after another. And now if you look at who I am physically today versus who I was physically just like 2 years ago, night and day difference. Absolutely complete transformation. But it doesn't happen overnight, guys. We always want that overnight transformation. It doesn't happen like that. Also, good morning. I see Pat Russell sings over there on Instagram. Instagram comments don't come into the normal feed, but I see you. She's first time here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Okay. We got Self-Explore. Hello, good morning. We got Husker Dusk 16. Hello. I see you. I appreciate you guys for being here. Okay. So again, I'm going to show you the before and the after. I don't know if you can see it too well. But that was the before, just kind of like skinny fat is what I called it, okay? And then now that's the after, okay? But this doesn't happen overnight. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, guys. It starts with making a decision, number one, and getting started, number two. You got to take the first step and let the journey happen where it compounds over time. I did all of those steps, guys, and I'm still adding more things. I'm sure it's going to look different a year from now than it looks today, okay? But it was a compounding effect of just getting started. None of it started big. Started with one simple step. So, what's the lesson? Momentum is built slowly, but it multiplies quickly. Okay? Momentum is built slowly, but it multiplies quickly. And change happens in layers, not leaps. Okay? Layers, not leaps. So if you're trying to get healthy, anybody here in this chat that wants to get healthy, don't overwhelm yourself, okay? I know you look in the mirror or you see your health and you see a mountain and you're overwhelmed. You don't even know where to start. The point is to start. That's the point. Start. Start small. Start simple. Start today, okay? And then keep stacking one day, over time, okay? Keep stacking. Let it compound. So today what I want to do is I want to leave you guys with an action step. For those of you that are hearing this and you're like, okay, wow, let me get started. I want to start. I want to leave you with one simple action step. One question to ask yourself, okay? What is the one small change that you could realistically start today? Just one little thing that would move you toward better health. Okay, I just listed off a whole laundry list of things that I did. But again, they didn't happen at day one. None of that happened day one. Okay, day one was decision time. Okay, day one was decision time for me. I had to make a decision. What's your day one look like? What's that one small step that you can do today that would move you closer towards better health? Not 10 things. Not everything, just one. Choose it. Commit to it. Gosh, commitment is so important. Commit to it. Draw that line in the sand and say, let's go. And then grow from it. All right? Let it compound every single day. All right? So what's that one thing for you? Tell me in the chat. I would love to hear from you. All right? So we have Self-Explorer says, I want to start working out too. Yes. All right. If that's what you want to do, you need to get started. All right. Let's start today. We got Hot Dog 144 in the house. Appreciate you. We got Tay. Tay says, nice abs. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, do not hit the snooze button, Tom says. Okay, that's your one thing? Let me ask you, Tom, is that your one thing? I love that because it's simple. Are you a snooze button kind of guy, Tom? Are you a snooze button kind of guy? Let me tell you, how many of you are snooze button people? Just put an S in the chat if you are a snooze button person. The alarm clock goes off and you're like, you hit the thing. All right. You know, I don't think I've ever really been a snooze button kind of guy, honestly. I can't relate to it. I'm going to be real with you. I cannot relate to the snooze button. Okay. Like when that alarm goes off, it's like, bing, I'm up. I don't know what it is. And I don't know. I don't hit the snooze button. But let me tell you. Yeah, I see Tay. Tay says S, snooze button. Hot Dog says I sleep 10 hours. That's good. That's good. 10 hours is good sleep. That's real good sleep. All right. But let me just tell you, the snooze button. Okay, hold on. Before I get to that, Tom says, I sure was, until a guy says, if you hit the snooze button, you're failing at the first thing you told yourself you were going to do. Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. I wonder who that guy was that told you that. I wonder who that guy was. And you're absolutely right. What's your first goal of the day? To wake up when you set an alarm. You set a goal. That's exactly what an alarm is. It's a goal. Like you set it, the thing went off. Okay. All you had to do is just get your butt up, and you've like got your first win for the day. You got your first W. You're like, hell yeah, I got up. I did what I said I was going to do. Right? That's a win. That's a W. But when you hit that snooze button, you literally gave up on your very first goal of the day. Right? You quit. Before your day even got started, you're like, I quit. Right? Just 10 more minutes. And you chose comfort. Okay? You chose comfort. Comfort is the rapid pursuit of death. Okay? Comfort is the rapid pursuit of death. And that's what you chose when you gave up on yourself and you hit the snooze button. Get your butt up. All right, let's see. I got some comments coming in. Tay says, I pretty much just stay up all night. Oh, man, I can't. I go to sleep at 9 p.m. All right. Tom says, sleep is great and very important, but set the alarm for the time you will get up. Yes. Yeah, you know yourself. Like, look, if you set the alarm for 6 and you keep snooze buttoning in that thing until 6:30 or 7, why not just set it for 6:30 or 7? Just change the time that you set. Like, why do that to yourself? Why keep hitting that snooze button and like start stopping your brain and your REM sleep and all that stuff? Like, why are you doing that? You're just going to wake up feeling more tired. It's not good. Okay. Snooze button got to go. All right. And then let's see. Joe says, I don't know what this question is. How do you know Biffa, the property sniffer? I don't know who that is. I'm not sure. Okay. But that's kind of funny. All right. So yeah, what's the one thing, guys, that you could do to change your health today? Like just one small step, right? Is it like Tom said, I'm not going to hit that snooze button anymore. That's great. I love that. Maybe it's like, I'm going to start eating better. Maybe it's, I'm going to go for a walk. Maybe it's, I'm going to go for a run. Or maybe it's like, I'm going to invest, for me, like in that little dumbbell set. It was like $200. I got some dumbbells, you know? So what's the one thing for you that you're going to do? Just put it in the chat, all right? And what I want you to do is commit to it. And a closing thought before we wrap this up. Actually, before I go there, guys, if you've enjoyed this, I'd love for you to go check out the Who You Know Show podcast. Okay, if you're on YouTube, you can just simply go to the channel, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Okay, and there you're going to see a different type of content. Okay, you're actually going to see the podcast where I interview some of today's biggest thought leaders, experts. By the way, Tom, if you're still listening, hey, I want to have you on the show. Okay, y'all need to check out Tom Lyman, by the way. He's freaking amazing. I went on his podcast recently, and it was phenomenal. Had a great time. And so, Tom, I'd love to have you on. I don't know why I haven't invited you yet. I don't know what's going on in my head. But anyway, you're invited for sure. I'd love to have you. But what I do is I interview today's top thought leaders, experts, CEOs, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs. We've got celebrities and professional athletes, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm interviewing those people to get to know and unlock their blueprint to success. They've had areas of their life that they're successful in, and I want to get, for me, Success leaves clues. And so if I can just follow the clues and the roadmap, I can get there quicker. I don't need to take a whole lifetime to figure it out like they did. I can just extract the blueprint, okay? And that's what the Who You Know show is all about. It's about becoming more successful in your wealth, health, business, career, relationships, and your faith. Okay, the wheel of life. All right, and we're extracting the blueprints from that. So I want you to go check out the Who You Know show. From right here, if you're on this platform, you can go to the YouTube. I see a lot of people are there on YouTube. Just hop on over. Okay, we got Dusk says sorry, bad English. I try to learn because I know no English. Sorry, no worries. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Tom says, yes, you'd feel honored. I appreciate you. Absolutely, 100%. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. All right. And just a quick closing thought as we wrap this up, guys. Okay. As we wrap this up, I want you to know that you are capable of remarkable transformation. Where you are today is not where you should be a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. You should not sit still. Okay? And you should not get worse over time. You should improve over time. A lot of people, you see them in their life and they just go backwards. Right? Who wants that? I don't want that. Get stronger every single day. You are capable of remarkable transformation. You are closer than you think. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Compounding every day. That equals transformation. One step today, one step tomorrow, and before you know it, you've built a completely new life. Okay? So let's rock, let's roll, let's go. That's the show. It's all about who you know. All right, guys, y'all have an amazing, blessed day. I will see you tomorrow.